Hey, hey, hey. Thank you for tuning in to another episode of Meet the Shu. Yes, we told him. I'm Sade.
I'm Nina. Hey, y'all. Sade's excited. I'm
I know, right?
excited.
I
And
know.
Sade, tell them why you're excited, though. It's not necessarily,
I'm
well, it is necessarily that the black man didn't go to jail for his bedroom.
not
That's
right.
it. We'll
That's
just,
it. I mean, because we saw from the beginning
Mhm.
it was a overcharge. It was an overkill of charges you implemented on this man, proposed on this man to bring him down. It's like
Excuse
Gestapo running over their shoes and want to bring somebody to bring them down. You know what I'm
me.
saying?
Right.
The overcharging, I just knew it. I'm like, if you're gonna bring a Rico charge, like you said, it has to be more than one person standing on trial. Both of
Right.
them standing at the head have on trial facing those charges. You only had one person. That was P Diddy. So I'm not saying that he didn't. He was. He's not a nasty person. He didn't abuse her. Yes, he abused. This is the thing everybody's mad at. They feel like, oh, he abused her and all this type of stuff. Abuse is yes, he did. It's
Yeah.
different from what he is charged with. You know what I'm saying? Yes, he abused her. Did he uh love bomb her to or them to do the things they did? Yes, because they fully
Mhm.
cop fully knowledge of what they were doing, and they wanted to do that to satisfy him. A lot of women do these things for their significant others or vice versa.
Yeah.
So I done seen women go into a damn store just to go steal some stuff for their kids or their husband. Keep it real now. Y'all done
Yeah.
did something
Yeah.
that broke the law, and just to satisfy that person.
Right.
And then another thing is, um, how can I say? Because he was in that, he obviously he cared about Cassie. He did. He loved
Yeah.
her. You
He
know,
did. Mhm.
but his sexual desires was above of her. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
He he was
But wait. Think of this. Some of her sexual desires was above him as well.
you think so? I
because she because she was sending Texas, I love a freak off. She
yeah.
was saying what she wanted.
Hmm.
When you, I guess, reach that height, any woman that gets in her bedroom with her man and she's there to please her man,
Hmm.
they may go past their morals to satisfy that individual. And in this instance, with the women that we seen on trial, that's what happened, right?
Hmm.
So it states that Combs was found guilty on 2 counts of transportation to engage in prostitution, but the jury acquitted him on the more serious charges: racketeering, conspiracy, and
No,
sex trafficking, right? So here's the thing.
they
Remember,
found him not guilty of those.
yeah, not guilty,
Okay.
right? Of three, but
Hmm.
two sexual transportation to engage in prostitution, those two
Okay.
lower sex charges. So Sade, explain to them again, because you explained in earlier videos about what the nature of those two minor examples of those two minor crimes that he was charged with: the transportation and the sexual and the engaging in prostitution.
Right. I don't understand why would they charge him with got found guilty of that, because usually engaging in prostitution too is him. Well, he's engaging in it too as well, I guess. He's prostituting himself out as well, I guess. I
Right.
don't know, but it's like you're taking this person, or y'all all meeting up in a place, and
Hmm.
it's part of the Man Act, which the Man Act should have been abolished. Number one, it should have been out of there, done years ago.
Yeah.
But yeah, just like, even if you're soliciting, you know what I'm
Yeah.
saying, going out looking for sex, that's part of that uh transportation of prostitution, which is
Yeah.
so weird to me. It shouldn't be a federal offense.
Right.
It's more like of a state uh category offense. You know what I mean?
Okay.
And that is so weird to me because everybody said, oh, he's looking at 10 years for each charge. Those two each charges, it does not work like that. That's a maximum of 10 years. That's if the person had a high criminal history point. So the
Right.
system, the sentencing guidelines go by points. So he is what, a zero felon? So you get 1 point for
Right.
that case, and then you
Yep.
get another point and a half for the next case. So he might only be looking at 51 to 63 months. If he had
Right.
that one charge, it'd be 15 to 21 months.
Right.
It could be anywhere between 15 and 63 months. It
Yeah.
might be time served.
Right. So remember how we were stating that he probably would get just a year and a day. And remember I said a year and a day for y'all. A year and a day means that you do on a federal level 54 days, you do 10 months. His 10th month in prison, in jail, whatever, in the federal system is this month.
So
This marks the marks the month for time served. So with that being said, for the if he's charged with the 15 months to the 63 months, how you're stating, right? And if the judge is kind enough to take two charges and put them as one, right? And he could
put them as one, meaning run them concurrent.
Run them concurrent with the lesser charge, right? He can sentence him together with the lesser charge. Now, they're stating in the letter that was proposed of a $1 million bond, co-signed by Combs, his mother, sister, and the mother of his oldest daughter, right? Like we said, we were stating that Chance, right?
Yes,
Chance, the lady from Minnesota, right? Sarah, right? So with her bonding, her signature bond, mom, sister signing for him. They say Combs travel to be restricted, right?
Right.
Parts of Florida, California, New York, New Jersey. Combs has a home in Florida and California, and the latter two states would cover visits with attorneys and attendance of the court if he chose to go there, right? Take care of business. He could go there to take care of business with his people and his team.
He can't go out of the country.
No. And then it says to surrender his passport, his drug testing, for these are the things that they put for the pretrial services. That's what they're saying, that they're putting it all in place.
And he had to do a PSI, pre-sentencing investigation with a probation officer somewhere in the criminal probationary area.
Yes. They're saying all the standards of the pre-trial supervision that will put in place now per sentencing, right?
So the pre-trial, that's when they fill out. You remember when they had us go in like right before trial or right around after trial, and then you fill out someone come in and interview you and ask you all these questions like where you live, how long you been here, are you U.S. citizen, whoop-de-woo, have you had any other crimes before, just that kind of thing. So that lets you know if you're a risk, if you're a risk to the public. Then you take another one now. Remember when you serve your time in prison and your release.
Right.
And that's what they'll tell you if you're going to be a recidivist. Your chances of going back to prison for something similar or the same kind of crime.
Yeah, they evaluate you prior to sentencing, pre-sentence investigation. Now, on this count of transportation and engage in prostitution, that's the 21 to 27 months. And this just came in just now, and like I was stating to you, it says Mr. Combs has already been incarcerated for the 10 months, right?
Right.
Which is a full respect and due to not seek to minimize in any way is in fact low.
Right.
And is an corresponding risk of flight. He's not. They're stating.
Right. No, that's good. I mean,
because
he has his eyes are really open. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
It ain't like he never been to church and stuff. He went to church in his time when he was trying to change a whole new leaf in his life. He'll go to church periodically. He'll read the Bible, as they say. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
He had he was praying his butt off in jail, in that jail. You know what I'm saying? He had people praying over him. You know what I'm saying? So
Mhm.
will this change the way he operate his life? Yeah, because certain things that happen to you, it's a shock, a culture shock being in jail, you know, especially him being sat down for that long. I don't
Mhm.
think he's gonna do no bull crap when he get out.
Right.
And for them, Cassie lawyer she did send a letter to her
Mhm.
lawyer to
Yeah.
give to the judge saying
Mhm.
if he gets out, he poses a risk. Everybody's scared and da 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 da. He's not
Her
gonna mess.
friend Nash.
Yep, Nash did that too. So
Yeah,
a couple
Nash.
people have her hairstylist or something like that. A
Yeah.
couple people have sent letters to the
Mhm.
judge stating that the fear factor. But
Mhm.
in all naturality, that man feel good. He don't have a Rico. He ain't finna mess with them people. He ain't finna mess with them people.
Yeah, each carries a maximum of 10 years, but I don't see that happening. I
No,
think that is I think that is stupid for him to even still even be in jail.
okay, now
I'm trying to
Lena,
gather the us having a reason of why do you think they even charged him with those two lesser
yeah, it
charges?
don't make. I don't think he should have got charged with that. No.
Yeah.
And the reason they say that because they said, well, Cassie, one is for Cassie and one is for Jane Doe, that he took those women to engage in sex with some other prostitutes or escorts. You know what I'm
Okay.
saying? That's
They
why
willingly.
they willingly, although
Yeah.
they was willingly doing it, yes.
Yeah.
If that's the case, they should have been charged with the same thing, solicitation of prostitution or something.
Right.
That's the case.
And I
You
think
know what
that
I'm saying?
I think honestly, from what we're viewing, the United States government, knowing that the United States government even themselves have acted in these freak offs, right?
Yeah.
Um, the United States government raided Diddy's residence for proof of information that he had on
Other
prominent people. Let's
people.
not forget people. The screen is for Cassie and Jane Doe, and these women that have willingly engaged in these freak offs and
That
was
was
down
so
with
you
it,
just
like
trying to
we
say
are
that was
stating.
a smoke screen, right? You
Yes,
think that was a smoke screen, yeah.
yes, definitely
Mhm.
that. And I want to say that Gina,
Oh,
applaud you.
I applaud her too.
You were messing with Diddy. You were engaged with Diddy with all these acts, and you didn't show up at court. You
Nope.
ran.
Hmm.
Hats off to
She
you
was spotted
because
in Las Vegas the other day.
she like you said, she was spotted in Las Vegas. I want to say that common sense says that after this trial, she needs to be taken care of, and in life, she needs a job.
Hmm.
These people stricken themselves from no trust.
Right.
You will not have no trust. You didn't have to, oh, I'm not gonna kiss Diddy's ass. He did this, and this. Well, Diddy has done some things. He's done things to even a personal, a person I know personally, right?
Hmm.
As far as money,
Hmm.
he owes them money. I say for
Right.
Diddy, pay all your previous
Facts.
artists that are complaining
Hmm.
about money. Pay them their money. So you won't continue to have bad luck come. You won't have
Right.
continue to have karma.
Karma.
Because this karma
Karma.
is not just about Cassie.
No.
This karma isn't just for Cassie and the things that she succumbed of Diddy. This is for all
Yes.
the things that Diddy has done
Over
that
the
people are
years.
saying that he's done over the years.
Yep.
He did not deserve 30 years.
No.
Me and you, we covered this case because we understand just the
Hmm.
thought process, the
Mental
mental
state.
anguish
Hmm.
of not
Standing
being
trial.
present with your family.
Man.
30 to get to life, we've
Missed the
been in that
holidays.
situation.
He missed their birthdays. He
Yeah,
missed the girls' prom,
yeah.
graduations.
Yeah.
Man, that man ain't finna do nothing now.
And
Mm-mm.
guess what? And we're all forgetting that they don't have a mom.
No,
Four of
right.
those kids don't have a mom.
He's all they got.
Four of those kids don't have a mom. I'm no judger of nobody.
Nope.
Everybody has their day. No one can escape karma,
Mm-hmm.
right? the fact that the jury was really listening and really listened to the attorneys.
They did.
I
They turned in
still
like a couple different notes. Now, jury number 4, it was funny. They said, turned in a letter. Look, Judge, please, juror number 24 is not listening to your instructions. Could you
right.
please reiterate this? Call us back into the chambers again so you
Yeah,
can please go through these restrictions, these guidelines with us. And I just love that they sat there and went back and forth. They wanted more information as far as what Cassie and them was saying in the text.
right, right.
What made that stuff not guilty? Those
Mhm.
texts.
Yeah. Another thing too that my mom has even gotten in on this.
Did she?
Because she was the one who had to raise my kids when I was gone.
Yes. Mm-hmm.
She stated that it one thing about the scientists that you're speaking of juror number, I thought he was
4
25
and
or 20,
24.
yeah,
Mhm.
25 too, right?
Okay.
25 was a 51-year-old Hispanic man, right?
Okay.
And so he was a scientist, and
Mm.
he was the one that was analyzing everything. They had a problem with him because he's a pick apart. Think about it, he's a scientist.
Mhm.
And he does, he wants to invent things, right? He's
So he
trying
can
to
go
make
deeper level.
things better or worse. I don't know. But just being a scientist overall, I could
Mhm.
see his personality
Mhm.
being complicated for that reason. But
Yes.
thank God that he made sure that he did
He
not
knew what was
convict them
going
of
on.
30 years. That just was pretty steep for,
Yes.
we know that there's plenty of murderers that never received that.
Yeah, but you know what? When you said that Rico, when two or more are a member, a lot, individuals
Yeah.
are conspiring to do a crime, and I'm thinking he's like two or more. Who's the other person on trial? There's only one person on trial. You should have individually charged him. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Maybe you would have done better prosecution with your guilty. You messed up. You messed up.
Yeah. So they're adding that with the most serious charges of sex trafficking and racketeering conspiracy are off the table, it could be all that surprising if Combs walks out of the courthouse in a few hours. The judge is expected to make the decision on bail today.
Yeah, around 5 o'clock. It'll be 4 o'clock our time.
Yeah, I think that the fact that he knew, because he constantly been in prayer, I think that people kind of at the end of this trial was getting the, because you've seen a lot of, we're gonna speak on the influencers, right?
Oh
You've seen
yeah,
a lot of people. We had planned on, because we thought this was gonna run into August, but we had planned on going down there this month.
yeah.
I didn't think that they were gonna come back this fast,
This
right?
fast, right?
But good that we've been speaking on it. Now I want to state for the influencers, right? It would only be smart and right for Diddy to hire them influencers that was
Yes,
riding with, because
yes,
they were going in from out of town.
yes.
They was there. There
All
was
around the
one
world,
all the way from California, some from
North
overseas.
Carolina,
Yes,
Atlanta.
yeah,
They were on it. They was on
yeah,
it. They
definitely.
had boots on the ground, baby. I ain't gonna
They
lie.
did, and they were heavy in the rain. They were
Yes.
in the trenches. Okay, report,
Now
report.
they're celebrating. They out there pouring baby oil on each other out.
Oh
You
my
see that?
God.
I'm like, what?
And
Yes.
that's good, because guess what? Baby oil, as we know, as black skin, that's how our skin don't crack.
That and
Baby
Vaseline,
oil and Vaseline.
baby
If
oil and
y'all want to know
Vaseline.
the trick to our skin not cracking, baby oil and Vaseline, baby.
Yes,
Yes,
baby.
we got the body butters of what I
Look,
sell, but
soon as
baby
you
oil,
look, you in the shower,
Vaseline,
take you a hot shower, and then put that baby all over your body and cool that shower down, baby. It's gonna seal all that goodness.
yeah. And
And
just think of this. Remember back in the day of the video vixens?
oh
They
yes,
used to make the video vixens dunk their Diddy, and them used to make them dunk their bodies in it
yeah,
and step out of it, lightly dry off to
yeah.
look better on
Look
camera.
glossy on camera. Yep.
Yeah,
That.
look glossy on.
Oh, and another one, oil sheen, the hair oil sheen that's
Yeah,
sprayed on your body.
yeah, yeah, yeah. And as everybody knows, you Vaseline your face up real good when it's time to fight because
Oh
the
yeah.
punches slide off,
Right
right?
on off.
There
Yep.
won't be no marks on you.
Yep.
Won't be no
Hmm.
marks. But we appreciate the fact that again, that he doesn't get the 30 years. Like I said, he
Yeah.
needs to go and make it right with
Make it right with all those people.
all of his previous
But
artists,
you know what? You
everybody
think,
that he owes.
yeah. But do you think he would make publicly talk and apologize to Jane Doe, apologize to Cassie again, or just let it
Well,
go and
what is he apologizing to Cassie again for? No, but he doesn't need to apologize again to Cassie. He did it
mm-hmm.
once. He did it on BET stage. Don't beat the
Right.
horse.
Yeah.
She came and defended herself and said that she loved what they had. I'm pretty sure he does too, and maybe he knows what she meant. I don't know. The thing about it is this: don't keep on apologizing to no women that voluntarily did it. I'm a woman, but he don't owe
Right.
them no explanation
Yeah. Okay. So what
again.
about Jane Doe, 50 cents, baby mama? Now
Okay.
can he? I suggest stop and payment as of this month,
Yeah,
baby.
immediately it should have
Look,
stopped the day that she testified. It should have stopped.
yeah, it shoulda.
It should have stopped this month. This month shouldn't be
July
paid. And
1st.
why
No,
as a single mother of one child do you need 4 bedrooms?
exactly,
That
or ten
somebody
thousand
else is
dollars a month.
paying, and this man got 6 kids.
Right.
I don't care how much money he got. He got 6 children.
Mm-hmm.
So what is he?
Babe,
7.
look,
Excuse me. He has a new child, a toddler, 3-year-old,
yep.
2-year-old, whatever. What is he paying you with 7 kids? Because he
Okay.
has a 7th one is new.
Mm-hmm.
What is he paying your rent for? You don't deserve nothing.
Not a
And
dime.
he testified for what? I
Over
don't
with.
even and it's really bad not to even just get down on her, but
Right.
I'm getting down on her because you came in the court to tell this and you said you willingly did it. You show what a real bitter woman does.
Right.
Like
Right.
you were bitter.
And she
Just
said she was bitter over young Miami.
yeah,
That
exactly.
girl
She didn't
gone.
like that chocolate skin being presented across the screen. She thought that her long hair and her persuasion of whatever she was gonna overdo it because of her looks, and it did not.
Mm-mm.
It did not.
No.
And you know what? I guess she felt that she had to do what she had to do, right?
Right.
To satisfy Diddy, but you did not have to testify.
No, you didn't. Not at all.
Not with what all and what you said. You didn't have to.
Mm-mm. Because she wasn't in no trouble.
Not at all.
Now
Not at all. I
Cassie was
can
an
I
accomplice. Cassie was an accomplice, low key. Both of them were accomplices.
They were all accomplices. Cassie, get on that phone. What you getting on the phone to say now? You got your friends writing in to say for Diddy not to get out of jail, but y'all was the same people that was sitting on the phone with all your people plotting against them, scheming on how you was gonna get the 30 million out of him because he moved on.
Exactly.
You moved on. You moved on with your husband that did not have nearby as much money as Diddy. Diddy hooked you up with your husband, but then
Mm-hmm.
you plot and scheme to go back to take
Yeah.
money from him. That's trifling to me.
Yeah, it
There's
is.
no nothing. Yes, he was wrong for beating her on that video, and
Yeah.
that's it. That's it, and that's all.
That's
Wasn't
it.
no manipulation in nothing. She did what
Mm-hmm.
she had to do to create that lifestyle that she was used to.
Yeah. That's true. That's true.
Wendy Williams had even stated when this first started kicking off before they
Got
made her lose, how she's in her situation, right?
mm-hmm.
She stated, she said, as a woman, as a girlfriend, you go with this big time person that has all this money.
Mm-hmm.
You have a personal ass wiper at every second. This man has so much money that you got a personal ass wiper, meaning you don't have to do nothing but sit there and be pretty.
Okay, you saw how when we saw them backstage, how somebody was assisting walking with her every step of the way.
Every step of the way.
That, opening door, all that.
Yeah. Assisted her. Remember when we waited to meet them And you know how we were in the back, and we never saw Diddy actually in the back,
No,
just in the
no,
on the stage, right? But
right.
in the back, you seen how she had two guards
Yeah,
walking her to get on that bus.
yes,
That's what I'm
exactly.
saying. So we've actually witnessed
Yeah,
at the Bad Boy reunion tour, being backstage, we actually
yeah.
witnessed the things that we, talk
See
about, that
every
we
day,
report
right?
about.
Mm-hmm.
And I want to say that she was already a pretty girl, right? When
Mm-hmm.
she was younger and going into Diddy. But once she got with Diddy, he definitely enhanced her. The breasts, the training,
Right.
all the Botox and enhancements that she was
Mm-hmm.
receiving
Hmm.
definitely upped her to
Yes.
where the husband now married her. So it's not like, as far as lifestyle and this big Hollywood themes and pictures, he didn't do his job as far as that, because he did.
Yeah.
And even with the Jane Doe, you got the 50 Cent baby dad, right? He's only required to pay you what he
But
said he
he's
wanted to
he gonna
pay
pay
you.
you. Exactly.
Okay, so you were getting like $5,000-$6,000 a month. That's enough.
Yeah. Find your own way.
That's
That's
enough.
that's for your
And
child.
you could have easily stated to 50 Cent, hey, I want to live over here in Calabasas, right? That's the big
Yes.
time place in
Mm-hmm.
California, right?
Mm-hmm.
I want to live over here, or wherever you want to live, to enhance yourself, right?
Yeah.
I want a better house or whatever. He would have paid it.
Yeah, he
He
would have.
would have made that happen for you. You didn't have to. Then you're an influencer. You're a nice looking woman. You got a nice body. You were
Mm-hmm.
on YouTube, so you're getting your YouTube checks.
Yeah.
What did you
What else
say?
do you want? Greedy. People get money and they get greedy. They
Yeah,
want
and the money and the lifestyle that you were complaining that you needed, you didn't need that.
no, you didn't.
So therefore, that's why I'm saying that I had an issue with her getting
Mm-hmm.
on there to testify, because what lifestyle do you need? Everything that the Lord provides is for free.
Is right.
And we done seen
And I
plenty
bet you
of
a lot of that money ain't even saved up for her son to go to college or none of that. I
none of
bet you.
that.
I
Well, he
bet
has
you.
a saving
Through his
according to a
daddy.
father.
Through his daddy,
Yeah,
but she should be
yeah.
having some money up too.
I mean, you ask these women, what are you doing outside of what he's doing?
Nothing.
What are you doing? If he's doing what he's supposed to do, you got to be doing something too.
Yeah, you're supposed
It
to.
cannot be just about him.
Mm-hmm. Most
I
definitely.
hate that. I hate that for Diddy had to go through. But this, you know what? I'm gonna say this on Gene Deal. Um, he stated something that was really, really good when he said he went from New York. When he was in New York, he was all good. That's when music was happening,
Mm-hmm.
making everything happen. He go to California. That's when the devil had the hands on him. He did
Yes.
all these sexual acts and all these sexual parties.
Yes.
And I know for
Swing
sure
party.
this whole 10 months while he been in there, that sexual
He was
stuff
thinking about
is not
website.
gonna, yeah, it's not gonna, that he's not even gonna have that desire anymore.
No, that demon is gonna leave. You know what I'm saying? And if he go get therapy, even more therapy, mental health therapy, like I told you, sex therapy.
Yeah.
He's at that. Once you get a certain age, I think he's gonna. It dwindles away. He
The reason why I say that it's gonna leave also is, think of this. When he was with Young Miami, you could look at him and tell he was a different person. When
yeah.
Young Miami did that video and stated on her, where Saucy Santana interviewed her, and she
Uh-huh.
stated, and she cried, she said, I'm not, this ain't the man. That's not the monster y'all's creating, is not the
Yeah.
man that I know. This
Exactly.
ain't the man. He did not do this to me. He did
Yeah.
not treat me like that. He
Mm-hmm.
always talked to me about God.
Yep.
That's what I'm saying. He was
Yep.
ready to get out.
Even his
Whatever they have on
babysitter,
him.
whoever his um Chris and the mom, her best friend, she said the last 10 years he was in church. He
See?
5-10 years he was changed. He was
Yeah.
trying to do right. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
So this right here, yeah, most definitely 360. Watch
Yeah.
360.
Yeah. I pray that the girls get, he missed their graduation, he missed their prom, but he'll be here for them to graduate from college. He'll be here for
Mhm.
baby girl, you know what
Yep.
I'm saying, to grow up. So
Mhm. Girl, so what about 50 Cent calling him the
the
John
goat.
God, the
Yeah.
goat?
Yeah.
So 50, you've been trolling this man forever.
Hmm.
I just want y'all to have a sit down, to have a talk.
Yeah.
That's what I want.
I don't know. I don't know.
Get the vibe.
They've had sex with
The same
each
women.
other's girl. You
Yeah,
know, they're
yeah,
they're stating that each other, the girls, you know, and when Jay-Z made that song Power of the Pussy, it's definitely power. We got it, ladies.
yeah.
We definitely got it, and it's up to you to know your worth of it.
Know your worth.
And men will always fall out behind something
Sure will.
emotional and
Hmm.
always fall out behind women. Just like women fall out about behind men, men
Yeah.
will always fall out behind. It's always a woman have her hands in it, whether it's her mouth or it's
Yes.
whether an act that she done to separate the men. It
Hmm.
always happens.
Hmm. That's true.
So
Well,
thank you for tuning in. Make sure y'all catch up with us on Friday. We probably still be talking about
okay.
Diddy
Yeah, because he gonna be at home shooting out
on the
fireworks.
4th of July. Yep.
July.
Only fireworks. Check out Cashmere Lux for your hair
Lena
care
bean, Lena beans for that glistening body butter.
and Bossed Up Beauty. What does it do?
Waist trainers and active wear, baby. Tighten that stomach
Okay.
and that back up. You see y'all.
Mhm.